Namaste students. Now we are going to start with our next topic of definite integration. As I told you in my previous video, we did some simple question which could directly integrate it, and then we had put the limits, upper limit minus lower limit, and then we did the questions by using substitution. Is it clear? Then I told you there will be some questions which may not be possible directly to integrate, alright, or it becomes complicated. To make those questions easier, we have certain properties of definite integral. If you apply those properties, those questions become easier to solve. Alright, so the property 1 is integration of f of x dx from limit a to b is same as integration of f of z with respect to z limit a to b. That means if I just change the variable, the integration does not change. If I just change the variable, the integration, only the variable change I am saying. If I am saying integration of sine x from 0 to pi by 2, would it be same as integration of sine z from limit 0 to pi by 2? इसका मतलब इंटीग्रेशन में सिर्फ अगर वेरिएबल चेंज किया है, कोई और नाम दे दिया है वेरिएबल को, सब्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं बोल रहे, सिंपल चेंज ऑफ वेरिएबल, the integration does not change. For example, if I solve this, what we have taken, let the integration be capital F of x. Alright, now what do? We put the limit. Is it clear? Let's solve right hand side. What is the integration? Capital F of z. Fine. So if I substitute, so both are equal. That means if it is just a change, function remains same. F of x, f of z. If I have just changed the variable, I told you right now, suppose if I want 0 to pi by 2, sine x I want to integrate. It will be minus cos x integration of sine 0 to pi by 2 minus cos pi by 2. Upper limit minus lower limit. Cos pi by 2 is 0 and that is 1. So it will be 1. Now if I just change the variable, not the function, only the variable change we are saying, alright, the answer remains same. If I solve it, it's coming to be 0 minus 1, that's 1. So if I just change the variable, interchange of the variable does not affect the answer. Interchange of the variable does not affect the answer. Is it clear? Clear property 1 to everyone? Alright, do not change the function, you can just change the variable. Now coming to the second one, second property. Property 2. A to b f of x dx. If I interchange the limit, if I make it upper as lower, lower as upper, the integral remains same but with the opposite sign. The sign of integral reverses. The sign of integral reverses. That means answer wahi hai but with the opposite sign. Is it clear? That we can easily see to it. Next, its integration is f of x. Upper limit minus lower limit. This we have got. And integration of this is minus is outside. Capital F of x that we are taking. F of small f of x की integration is capital F of x. So इसकी integration is also capital F of x. Negative is outside. So if I take this negative sign inside, both are equal. Is it clear? That means if I interchange the limit, limit is from a to b f of x dx. If I say the limit has become b to a, what happens? The sign of this integral changes. The sign of the integral changes. Is this clear? लिमिट अगर 1 to 2 है Alright, अब तुम 2 से 1 बना दो. So what will happen? A negative sign will come outside. A negative sign will come outside. Is it clear? Alright, clear to everyone? Coming to third property. Property 3. If I have a to b f of x dx, I can split the limit. I can split the limit. A to c, any number between a and b, plus c to b. This should be same. Alright, I can split the limit. If the limit is from a to b f of x dx, I can split it as a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x dx, where the c is a number between a and b. A number between a and b. C is greater than a and less than b. For example, if I have a limit from say 1 to 4 and I want a breakup point in between, so I can split it as 1 to 2, 2 to 4. Mostly it happens in the modulus questions. Mostly this property we use in the modulus question, because you know that modulus opens with the negative sign and the positive sign depending upon the numbers. So there we need this property to solve the questions where integration has modulus functions. Because if modulus function की integration तो आती नहीं, तो वहाँ पर उस modulus को हटाने के लिए this breakup property we use. Is it clear? It's very easy. If I am integrating this, what is the answer of this? Fine. What will be the answer of this? After integrating f of c minus f of a, what will be the answer of this? Upper limit minus lower limit. Where children, I am assuming that f of x की integration is capital f of x that you have done from the first video initially. So what has happened? F of c and f of c cancel. So f of b minus f of a. So both are equal. Is it clear? It means if limit is from a to b f of x dx, so I can break up the limit in between a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x dx. Is it clear? So in general, this result can be generalized. If it is a to b f of x dx, I can have as many as breakups I want. A to c1 fx dx, say c1 to c2 fx dx, so on, say up to I am taking cn b f of x dx. Lower of the first and the upper of the last should be the same. In between you can have breakups. Is it clear? So we can generalize this property. Clear? A to b f of x dx can be written as a to c1 f of x dx plus c1 to c2 f of x dx and so on up to cn to b f of x c b f of x dx. Is it clear? I hope these three properties are clear to everyone. Property 4. Limit a to b. Sorry, we'll take 0 to a. Generalization we will do from a to b. This is equals to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. That means if I change this x into a minus x, a minus which is the upper limit because it's 0, a minus x, alright, both the answers are same. Very, very useful property again. We use it in the question where mostly in the numerator, denominator, bigger terms are there. Same kind of terms for the cancellation we used it. In sign questions, in algebraic questions, in under root questions. Very, very handy and useful property it is. Alright, when we will do questions better, then it will be more clear where to apply these properties and how these are helpful in solving the questions. Now it says 0 to a f of x dx is equals to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So I have to prove it. Say I will pick up right hand side because it is simple. Clear? And in integration we have done whatever you feel it's a problem, maybe also substitute करो, कुछ ना कुछ तो बने. So what I am substituting a minus x को suppose मैंने z put कर दिया. Differentiate both sides with respect to z. 0 अब dx के साथ माइनस नहीं है तो माइनस इधर, and you know that when we apply substitution we change the limit also according to the new variable. So first क्या है, as x approaches to 0 z will approach to, यहाँ x की जगह 0 पुट करो, a minus 0 will be a. Alright, as x approaches to a z will approach to, यहाँ a पुट करो, a minus a would be 0. Alright, so my question has become a to 0. In this place I have put z and dx is equals to minus dz. Clear? Normally when we see the limits, always it is like lower limit to upper limit, lower is smaller, upper is bigger. ठीक है, अभी थोड़ा सा कुछ अटपटा लग रहा है, a यहाँ पर है, 0 वहाँ पर है, and if I want to come to this answer, I need 0 as a upper lower limit and a as a upper limit. हमने property 2 किया, by property 2, what was property 2? If it is a to b fx dx, if I want to interchange the limit, it becomes minus of b to a fx dx. Is it clear? So I am applying property 2 here. I am going to interchange the limit. Upper becomes lower, lower becomes upper, and there will be a negative sign outside which will be adjusted with it. Clear? So I have reached to this. Now by property 1. What was property 1? If I just interchange the variable, not the function, just interchange of the variable, limit remains same. So I am changing this variable x by z by x. So what is this equals to? Left hand side. That's equals to left hand side. Is it clear to everyone? So that means if 0 to a f of x dx, then I can write it as 0 to a f of a minus x dx. If I apply this property, it does not affect the original integral. Answers are same. Answers are same. Is it clear to everyone? Alright, fine. I can generalize this also. There is one more. You need to put a note. If property can be applied, actually it is this form. A to b f of x dx. Here it was 0. So it wasn't clear like, so it is equals to a to b f of a plus b minus x plus d. It's the same thing. Here it was 0. That's why a plus 0 becomes a. So दिखता नहीं है वहाँ. Here otherwise this property is a to b f of x dx is equals to a to b f of lower limit plus upper limit minus x. If you solve this, both the things are going to be same. Both the things are going to be same. I hope it's clear to everyone. 4 properties. First, interchange of the variable does not affect the integral. If I interchange the limits, upper limit to lower limit, the sign of integral reverses. Is it clear? What was the third? I can split the limits. If it is a to b, I can have a breakup points in between and keep adding. Alright. And the fourth one was, if it is 0 to a fx dx, it can be written as 0 to a f of a minus x dx. It's one and same thing. Both the integrals are going to be same. Same, instead of 0, if it is a to b f of x dx, it will be equals to a to b f of a plus b minus x. I hope these all 4 properties are clear to everyone. Let's start with the fifth one. Fifth property is a to b f of x plus you have inside more functions. In addition or subtraction it can be. Alright, it can be addition, it can be subtraction. So you can split the limit. That you know, you have done this property in indefinite integration also. Alright, so it is applicable in definite integration also. If I have 2-3 functions inside, so with the limit also I can split the integral. Nothing new, I don't think so I have to do the proof of it. Alright, this will be f of b minus f of a. This is g of b minus g of a. You will get the same thing from here also. That means if there are 2-3 functions inside the integral, one integral, you can segregate them in different integrals. You can segregate them in different integrals. Is it clear to everyone? Now the next is very, very important. Property 6. we use it in odd and even functions. Limit minus a to a. This is for when the same number is from negative to positive we go. Minus a to a f of x dx. This is equals to 0. Answer will come 0 if f of x is an odd function and this will be equals to 2 times, this will be equals to 2 times integral of f of x dx from 0 to a. लिमिट थी माइनस ए टू ए. आंसर 0 आएगा अगर f of x ऑड फंक्शन है. ऑड एंड इवन कैसे होते हैं दैट आई टेल यू. ठीक है. और अगर ये किसके इक्वल आ जाएगा 2 डबल ऑफ इंटीग्रल ऑफ f of x फ्रॉम 0 टू a. माइनस ए से क्या बन जाएगी 0 टू a if f of x is an even function. f of x is an even function. Is it clear? f of x is an even function. Alright, clear? So now 0 if it is an odd function, इसका आंसर कोई सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है, डायरेक्टली 0 आ जाएगा अगर ये ऑड फंक्शन है, और ये वाली इंटीग्रल ये बन जाएगा अगर ये इवन फंक्शन है. इवन एंड ऑड का कैसे पता चल रहा है? For odd or even function, to check for odd and even function क्या करना है? Change x into minus x in given function. जो भी गिवन फंक्शन है उसमें x को माइनस x में चेंज कर दो. x को माइनस x में चेंज कर दो. इफ अगर मैंने x को माइनस x में चेंज किया और माइनस x में चेंज करने के बाद ये इक्वल होता है माइनस ऑफ f of x के, माइनस ऑफ f of x के, देन इट इज एन ऑड फंक्शन. आंसर विल बी डायरेक्टली 0. नो नीड टू सॉल्व इट. अगर इस नेगेटिव साइन का फंक्शन के ऊपर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता तो इट इज एन इवन फंक्शन. इट इज एन इवन फंक्शन. क्या करना है? जो भी क्वेश्चन मुझे दे रखा है उसमें वी हैव टू चेंज x बाय माइनस x. अगर चेंज करने पर वो माइनस बाहर आ जाता है, माइनस ऑफ f of x बन जाता है, तो वो ऑड फंक्शन है. अगर वो सिंपल f of x ही रहता है, उसमें कोई चेंज नहीं आता, देन इट बिकम्स एन इवन फंक्शन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई हैव say minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and I have cos x dx. ठीक है. अब इवन और चेक करने के लिए क्या करेंगे हम? इस फंक्शन है मेरा cos x, so I'll change this x into minus x. That means cos of minus x. What is cos of minus x? The minus does not affect the cos, so cos of minus theta is plus cos theta, so that's equals to f of x. So that means this is an even function. Even function. So I'll be changing it as double of 0 to pi by 2 cos of. Then I have to solve this integral. Clear children? Alright. अगर suppose यहाँ sin होता, suppose my function is sin x, then if I change f of minus x, it becomes sin of minus x. That is minus sin x. So that's an odd function. So answer will be directly 0. You no need to solve it. I hope it's clear to everyone. We apply this property when the limit is from negative to positive, same number. Alright. If the function is odd, directly the answer is going to be 0. If the function is even, the answer would be twice of the integration of f of x dx from limit 0 to a. Now see property 7. If the limit is from 0 to 2a, f of x dx, 0 to 2a, f of x dx is equals to, it can be split in this way, 0 to a fx dx, 0 to a f of 2a minus x, f of 2a minus x. If I split in this way, then also the answer is going to come same. 0 to a fx dx is equals to 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to 2a minus x dx, both are same. Is this clear? Alright, when you do the question, then you will be more clear where to use these properties. Alright, now we know that we have done property 3. We can split the limit. Can I split the limit? This is by property 3. I can split the limit. Alright, we know the property 3, we can introduce a number in between. Alright, now if I have to prove this is equals to this case is fine, this is a problem. So whatever is the problem, pick up that. See, proofs are not going to come, I'm just doing the proofs for just more clarity, nothing else. Alright, now I need to bring this 2a, I need to remove. I'm putting, differentiate both sides with respect to z. Alright, as x approaches to a, z will approach to, if I 2a minus a, z will approach to, x approaches to a, then a minus 2a minus a is a cancel, so x also approaches to a. If x approaches to 2a, z will approach to 0. If in place of x I'll put 2a, z will approach to 0. You know how to change the limits, we have done in the previous videos. So my question has become, from the limit a to 0, alright, in the place of x I have taken 2a minus z, dx is equals to minus dz. Now by property 2, if I want to interchange the limits, I can. So by property 2, when I interchange the limits, the negative sign goes. By property 2. Now by property 1, I can just interchange the variable. I can interchange the variable. Is it clear? So that means I was solving a to 2a f of x dx, that is equals to 0 to a f of 2a minus x. So put in equation 1. That's equals to 0 to a f of x dx plus the value is 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. Is this clear? Alright, so proofs are not there as such to be asked. The only thing is just for the clarity. That means if it is 0 to 2a, तो I can half the limit कैसे? 0 to a किया, suppose ये pi है और मुझे limit चाहिए pi by 2. तो किया 0 to pi by 2 f of x dx plus 0 to pi by 2 f of pi minus x dx. Is it clear? 2a minus x. So all the properties, it should be learnt by heart, then only you will be able to apply these properties. Is this clear? Alright. The next last property, it is based on the third one, the seventh one only. Alright, from the seventh only we derive the eighth property. That is यहीं से आएगा ये एक प्रॉपर्टी. अब सेवेंथ को ही लर्न करना है, साथ में ध्यान रखना है. 0 to 2a f of x dx, 0 to 2a f of x dx is equals to twice of 0 to a fx dx. क्या हो जाएगा? डबल एंड द लिमिट वुड बी हाफ. ट्वाइस ये कहाँ यूज होता है? कहीं पर लिमिट हाफ करने की जरूरत पड़े, लेकिन कंडीशन अपने आप नहीं, कहीं पर भी लिमिट हाफ कर दोगे. 0 to 2a f of x dx is equals to double of 0 to a f of x dx if f of 2a minus x is equals to f of x. Very clear. अभी हमने सेवेंथ प्रॉपर्टी किया, ये किसके इक्वल होता है? दिस इज इक्वल्स टू 0 to a अगर f of 2a minus x f of x के इक्वल हो जाए तो दोनों ऐड हो जाएंगे आपस में, तो इट विल बी डबल ऑफ 0 to a f of x dx. और ये आंसर 0 आ जाएगा अगर सिंपल. अगर इसकी जगह पर f of minus of f of x आ जाए तो व्हाट विल हैपन? Cancel, so answer will be 0. Is this clear, children? Clear to everyone? So just a recapitulation of whatever the properties we have done till now. The first property was we can interchange the variable into other variable. Only the change of, interchange means change. Only the change of variable. A to b f of x dx and a to b f of z dz x1 and same thing. Clear? Second, if I want to reverse the limit with the negative sign. Clear? Alright. If I want to split the limit, that's possible. Clear to everyone? Alright. Then minus a to a f of x dx, that is 0 if fx is odd. It is double of 0 to a fx dx if fx is even. Alright. Clear to everyone? Then the next one, it was basically fifth. The fourth one, if it is 0 to a f of x dx, that's equals to 0 to a f of a minus x dx, and that's applicable for a to b f of x dx is equals to a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. Alright. Sixth was, if I have some of the functions in the integral, so it can be segregated. Alright, clear? And the seventh and eighth we have done right now. 0 to 2a f of x dx is 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. And if f of 2a minus x is equals to f of x, it becomes double of it. And if it becomes minus of f of x, it becomes 0. So this is, children, all about your properties. You have to go through it properly. You have to learn it by heart. Then after this, we are going to start with the questions related to properties so that the application of the properties would be clear to you all.